thing that I want to hop to, right off the bat, man. Like I said, I don't want to waste any time. But what is the number one killer of relationships, man? And this doesn't have to be romantic. What's the number one killer? Can anybody tell me?
Communication or lack thereof.
Oh, okay. Did you read my notes, man?
I did not, but yeah, that's the number one, brother. Number one,
Okay,
and that's
one
any
of the things.
relationship
Mhm.
across the board, man. Even friendships, bad text could end a 20-year relationship in a heartbeat. So yeah.
That's money. That's the thing we're gonna come to as well. But money,
Oh yes,
Money is a close tie, if not second. One of the two is
no
absolutely
doubt.
right there.
So what beyond communication is that's the one of the topics we're going to touch on today. Another thing will be co-parenting. And Steve, I'm going to ask you right off the bat, what does that look like inside the house, outside the house, and what other variations are we talking about?
Man, we got a couple different facets of the way it may look to you, depending upon where you are and who you are. I myself come from the scope of outside of the home. Co-parenting is a must when outside of the home, because you have two different places of residence that your children stay. So you want to make sure that you are on the same page. You want to make sure that there's proper communication. You want to make sure that you guys know where the kids are at all times, what they're doing at all times. And man, depending upon the nature of your relationship or whether or not you are on good terms or not, sometimes depends on whether or not you guys are on the same page with your children. So it's very important. You also have that aspect of co-parenting when inside the home together, whether it be married or living together or whatever the case may be. Some people don't see it that way, but you still are co-parenting. You still are put in a situation where you both have input on what happens with your child and how they go about life, their philosophy, their thought process, all the above, man. So those are two of the biggest ways that I think you can look at co-parenting in two different ways.
Yep.
oh yeah, I sincerely agree. There's different variations of everything that we do, but inside the home looks different for everybody, and outside, especially I have experience in both. I've raised my youngest daughter, under my wife's care inside the
Mm-hmm.
home, and then I've had to raise two other children outside of the home.
Okay.
So yeah, it looks different every day. It looks different with each, variation. It looks different. Raising my son was different than raising my daughter outside of the home. So.
Right.
Sure. So let's get this thing out there right off the bat, man. How much of a hurdle is a vindictive co-parent?
Hmm.
Damn, hello, is this thing on? Tick, 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 tick. Did you
Hey,
hear me?
man. So Earl and I are able to kind of talk to a lot of young fathers, just starting off, trying to get themselves in a position to whereas they're being the best father that they know or that they can. And a vindictive parent doesn't necessarily have to be a woman. It can be a man too.
Sure.
It can go either way.
There are guys out there that still want the relationship,
Absolutely, it
man.
is. Absolutely, it is. It can go both ways, man. But speaking from our perspective, you are going into a situation that sometimes that ex, that last partner, or whatever the case may be, when something goes awry, the relationship goes bad, goes sour, you're thinking with emotions and feelings instead of thinking about, in reality, what could harm or what could help this child,
Right.